Let us invite Noritaka Wakuda-san, or Mr. Noritaka Wakuda. Okay, he's an innovator and marketer at Maruti Suzuki. I'm pretty sure all of you heard about Nexa. He's the creator of the Nexa. Over to Noritaka.
Okay. So, Kesava, thank you for the introduction. I am Noritaka Wakuda, and I am an advisor. Can you hear first?
Yes, we can hear.
So I do a quick introduction of myself. I am Noritaka Wakuda, and I am an advisor at Maruti Suzuki, and I've been in India for the last 6 years. As Kesava-san was saying, my first project in India was to create a new channel. It just happened to be Nexa, and after that, we have been creating new experience through pre-owned car, commercial channels, and also recently we have launched a corporate accelerator called MAIL, which is Mobility Automobile Innovation Lab. This is a open innovation program which we work with the startups. So I'll just explain this in the last slide. But today we'll be talking about future mobility. So I have about 15 to 20 minutes. In this time, I'll be going through this 4-point. First point is automobile industry. I'll talk about this briefly. Then we'll talk about Maruti Suzuki. Then we'll look at the near future, what might happen after this COVID, and we'll talk about the future. So going on to the automobile industry first, because Maruti is in this industry. Actually, India has a massive potential, and the market is already very big. So the India market is the fourth largest passenger vehicle market in the world. Largest, as you know, is China, then US, Japan, then India. So already India is a very big market in the world. For two-wheelers, it is the largest in the world. Also for tractor market, and for commercial, it is the 7th largest. And if you talk about car penetration, it is about 22 per 1,000 people. So from this, we know that Indian market is already big. It has massive potential because the car penetration is slightly low. So if you go to the Indian automotive market, this is how Maruti sees it. The total population of India is, as you know, about 1.3 billion. And out of that, a lot of the people are buying two-wheelers. The annual sales of a two-wheeler is about 16 crores. And when the two-wheeler people, when they become evolved and more affluent, there is an aspiration to own a four-wheeler. So a lot of the people come into a pre-owned car because it is much more affordable and people want to get used to driving. But since there isn't a official market size, which is released, so we believe that this is about 45 million, and a lot of it is peer-to-peer. On top of the POC, there is a new car market, which is about 3 million. And Maruti Suzuki has been in this market and also the POC. So if you briefly talk about Maruti, so how we have been growing is that we follow the market structure. So if there's a large POC market and people are expecting to buy a good quality POC, we will come out with that solution. That solution is called True Value. This is our brand for selling POC cars. On top of that, we have a Arena channel, which sells mass car like Swift, Desire, Brezza, which are best-selling cars in India. And on top of that, we have a channel called Nexa. So this is a channel we built. We wanted to bring premium experience and democratize that in India. So why should only few people get premium car buying experience? We wanted to bring it to everybody. So this is how we've structured, and this is in line with the evolution and the aspiration of the Indian customer. So due to all of our effort, if you see the impact that Maruti has created, actually, I think the customers like Maruti very much. We are here for a very long time. And the recent activities has made us close to 50% market share. So in 2012, we had about 40% market share. Last year also, we ended up with 50. So because of these new initiatives, we were able to grow 10% market share in already very large market. So if I go on to the near future, so this is a research recently conducted by Ipsos in China. So on the left side, it shows the consumers before coronavirus outbreak, what kind of mobility mode they prefer. So bus, metro was very high at 56%, followed by two-wheeler, then private car, and there was also taxi and car hailing around 21%. But after the coronavirus outbreak, what we see is that because of safety aspect, private car has gone up to 60%. Two-wheeler is the same, but all the public transport, like buses, taxis, car hailing, they have come down. So in this period after coronavirus, we might see that actually the public transport, the demand might slightly go down and private cars might go up. But I think this is a short-term phenomenon. And if you talk about the future after this, I think we need to understand the customer and what are the big trends. So I'll take you through two big trends that we see. One is on the digitalization. So the customers in India are adopting to digital rapidly. So as we talked, the population is about 1.3 billion people. Out of that, 566 million people, as on December 2018, are already on internet. And most of the people use social media out of that. And out of the internet users, 493 million are regular users of internet. And there is no difference from urban to rural in this phenomenon. So there's a lot of users, 293 million in urban, and also around 200 million in rural. And if you specifically look at the auto customers, actually when they go to buy a car, 96% of the prospects who are looking for cars, they are searching online also. And because in current customer journey of buying a car, customers have to come to the dealership. They are also searching for dealers online. And there is a large chunk, which is 66%. If you look at the second trend, consumers are considering renting more now. So this is another public report from BCG. So last year, about 17% of the people rented a product instead of buying. And when we go to them, now they are saying that about 24% of the people are saying that they'll consider renting instead of buying. So this has grown. And if you look at this 24%, in four-wheelers, 23% of the people are saying, yes, I might rent. This is mainly because this is to do with Ola and Uber. They are taking this as a ride hailing. Gadgets, furniture, apparel, accessories, large home appliance. These are in the range of 13 to 14%. People are willing to rent instead of buy. So we just talked about two consumer trends that are people are going more digital and people are willing to rent more. So if you look at the future trend in automobile or mobility, there is a word of a case. So connected, autonomous, shared, and EVs. Out of this, if you see the consumer trend, shared might become a big trend. So if you look at the shared, it has to do a lot with the smart mobility solutions. So I just plotted this by demand traction we see and the market size. So from the left side, if you see, people are wanting more smart parking solutions because it's very difficult to park in metros now. And for ease of moving around, they prefer the connected multimodal solution. And also if you go to a larger market size, we already see these market come up. There are multiple startups in this area like subscription, P2P carpooling. And also if you go to slightly even bigger, there are bigger startups now in this area, which are self-drive car rental and shuttle service. And the biggest segment or the demand space is actually ride hailing. We know who are in the space, and also taxi rental. So this is probably, there are more mobility plays, but this is how we see, and we see the smart mobility going forward. So Marty is also thinking about some of the areas, and coming back to our corporate accelerator, this is an open innovation program where we can work with startups in automobile or mobility areas like we just talked. So we are into cohort 3. I'll just do a quick PR of this program. It's a very interesting concept. We are into cohort 3, and the cohort 4 application is now open. There is the URL here. So if you click, you can go and apply. How this program goes is, once the application is closed, we actually see if the startup's solution is matching with Maruti Suzuki's problem statement. And this problem statement is coming from all of the verticals in Maruti Suzuki, from marketing, sales, service, logistics, R&D, production, supply chain, everywhere. So we are looking for a wide range of solutions. And after we onboard about 6 startups, we take them through a 3 months acceleration period. They are mentors. Our operation team, from executive director to divisional head to department team, will be also there, co-working on the solution. And at the end of the 3 months, there will be a demo day with our MD, and the top 3 will be chosen. With the top 3, Maruti will fund a POC. Maximum period will be 3 months. After the 3 months, if the vertical business head decides that the solution is good, the solution will be going into market. So the startup will become a business partner of Maruti. So within 6 months, there is an opportunity to be in market in the scale up with Marty's business. So I think this is all from myself. So I hope we can innovate together. And thank you very much, and stay safe.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Noritaka. Okay, guys, actually, any questions to this thing, please raise your hands. Actually, okay, I have a Manish, you have a questions to the Noritaka. Please go ahead. Yeah, Mrida Das.
Yeah, hi, Kesava. This is Mridu.
Yeah, Mridu, please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Noritaka. This is Mridu. I run a mobility platform called AUTOMOTIVE. We're into automobile servicing space. We work with Uber and many other, and we also have B2C customers. So what I want to know, I have seen a lot of initiative Maruti in terms of gaining the market share for vehicle sales. I mean, the market share of the vehicles. So is there any effort Maruti has put specifically to improve the service network? I know Maruti has a very robust service network across India, but even then I see, because I service cars, I see almost 30% of the vehicles which comes to me are from Maruti. So is there any initiative done on Maruti in that front, or is Maruti looking to collaborate with startups like us to improve the service network, or to some way benefit, mutually beneficial agreement?
Yeah. Hey, Mridu, I think Noritaka got it.
Yeah, so if I answer, Maruti is always looking for partners. So even in service, we have multiple partners providing different solutions. And what we are looking at is improving the service experience to our customers. So what customers want is more easy, more transparent kind of service. So we want to provide it that way. So digital is a good enabler to do this. So if you go, a lot of our service in dealership have gone digital. So a lot of it is connected. People don't have to punch in their names. Their diagnostic will happen digitally. And all these solutions we have been building. So if you have a solution which actually the customers want and enhances the experience of customers, we are open to thinking. So, and if you're a startup, please apply to the MIL program and we can discuss further.
Yeah, Noritaka, there are a couple of questions on the Q&A. Actually, you can just see, is this your program related to only four-wheelers?
So it is not actually four-wheelers because we are defining this as mobility and automobile. So any company within this area can apply because we are looking to create, we are looking to work with the ecosystem partners. So if customers want a better experience in two-wheelers also, we can consider for
Yeah,
others.
yeah. Next is Satya, you can go ahead and ask. Satya? Okay, I think Satya, you can ask your question. Okay, what Satya's question is, how is the opportunity in electrical and transmission space?
That is a good question. So I think some of the speakers will be talking about EV also because that is the future of mobility also.
Okay.
So, but I think MARUTI is also committed to bringing EVs into India. We already publicly announced. But I think we need to work with the ecosystem players because if the infrastructure is not up and the government also, it is very difficult to have mass adoption of EVs.
Okay. There is one question from Srinivas. Actually, he's asking, any work going on at Maruti Suzuki in the area of cybersecurity for connected cars?
So that is also a good question. So when we go to connected car, definitely we need to work on cybersecurity. And at the moment, if it's one way, might be still okay. But if you have two-way communication, this definitely requires better security. So we are also looking into solutions.
Okay, Ahmed, you can ask your question. Ahmed? Okay, I think Divik?
Hi, Nuri. Nuri, I was just curious to know how many. You said the mail program is only about taking it to POC and then becoming a partner. There is no monetary gain for a startup. I just want to understand from your side as to how many companies have gone. Now you're saying this is your third cohort that you're looking at. How many companies have actually gone to being your business partners? Because that was not spoken. And, is it like, Maruti is just taking ideas from startups and, just building it on their own? I mean, how does it all work?
Yes. So I'll just explain because we don't want to just take ideas. We want to work with startups to create a bigger value in the market. So I'll tell you how we're doing. After that POC, so we have actually run 3 cohort. There are about 15 startups we have accelerated. Out of them, one has already become our business partner. So because we make PRs, it is a startup called InMobile. They are into analytics. So they are doing logistic analytics for us. And I can't tell you the value that they have got, but they have got a huge value and their valuation has gone high and they are getting more customers also. And there are about 3 POCs which are about to finish, and the quality is pretty good. So hopefully they become our business partner also. And the rest of the companies, so about 6, 7 are in the POC. So hopefully they can also execute after this COVID situation is finished, and we'll go to market with them also.
Thanks.
Yeah, Noritaka, there is one question from Yogesh. You can just look at the question answers. He's asking how scrappage policy impacts the automotive market. How well the auto industry is prepared for the scrappage policy?
I can't get which policy?
Scrappage.
Yeah. So there is a scrappage policy which is coming in to market. We also foresee. So we have started a joint venture with a company. So we are putting up a scrappage recycle company in India. Because in other countries also, there is a regulation called ELV, and end of life vehicle. What OEs need to do is take responsible and recycling all the part. So we have started doing this, but if you have a solution in this technology, we are also interested. So please apply.
Next is Balaji. Can you ask your question?
Hello.
Yeah, Balaji, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Noritaka Wakuda. This is Balaji here, founder of Nayagade, a multi-brand marketplace for automobile vehicles focused on small towns and rural. My question is, a couple of questions. One is the single brand physical.
You can ask only one question because a lot of questions are there. Just only one question, please.
Yeah, the single brand physical showroom model is expensive and it is designed to cater to large concentration of people or cities. How is Maruti is going to address that problem to reach the smaller towns and rural consumers? Keeping the situation, dealership model is becoming unviable. How is it handling it in other sense?
Yes, so I think that is good question. First, we make sure that our dealer partners are viable always. So our dealers are viable at the moment, but your question to how do you reach into more of a rural customer also? So Maruti already has reached about 3.5 villages within the 6 lakh village, a 3.5 lakh village. In India, there's about 6 lakh. So we realize that there's much more to go. And if you have seen the presentation, digital is playing a big role in rural now. It's not like digital is not in rural. People are already on digital in rural also. So we have gone very heavily on digital. To reach out to village also, it probably has to be in vernacular. So our digital platforms have gone vernacular also. So I think this is a way to reach out. Whatever the rural customer wants, we want to provide it. And if we can actually facilitate through digital, I think we can reach out to more people. So this is how we are thinking.
Yeah, Noritaka, there are a couple of questions. Actually, can you see the question answers screen?
Actually, is it on chat or where do I see?
There is a Q&A. Can you see the Q&A?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, there are a lot of questions actually.
Okay, so let me start then. And where should I start?
Yeah, start from the Srinivas. What are your thoughts on telematics?
Telematics is which person? Anyway, telematics. We have come out with a telematic aftermarket solution called Smart Mobility 2 years ago. This is implemented in Nexa. So a lot of the Nexa customers are buying into this solution because there is a lot of benefit. Like you can track the car. Even if you have a driver, you know where the driver is taking your children. It's much more safer. You can do geofencing. So there we see that there is a lot of demand in this connected space. And okay, next question.
There's a one question from Vikas Sharma.
Vikas Sharma, yes. How do you see future of?
Vikas, you can ask your question.
Hi, Noritaka-san. This is Vikas. I am from LG Electronics. I run the incubator program of LG Electronics in India. I have one question. How do you see the future of avian systems in India, especially after the after your chart of showing the rental rides would be going up? And the second thing is, how do you collaborate with the complementary incubators that exist in India?
So what did you, avian?
That is audio video navigation systems.
Okay. So this is the audio and the navigation in the car. Is your question?
Yes.
Yes. So what is happening is because people are getting used to mobile phones, they are looking for a same kind of solution within the car. So very easy navigation, very good UI UX, and a large screen. So obviously the car also has to go in that direction. Like Tesla is a good example. They have already gone to that solution. So it's like a mobile on wheels. And what was the second question?
My second question was, how do you see a collaboration between your accelerator and the complementary accelerators? Because I run an incubator here in LG Electronics.
Vikas, actually, can you take that one offline? I will connect you with that. Okay.
Yes.
We have only one more minute. Sanjay, you can ask your question. Sanjay?
Yeah, I can hear you now. In fact, I was not able to see the mic connection at all. So my question is, what is the time frame that you are seeing, Chief, for the revival of your supply chain, especially for the new supplies as well as the spare market, because that is essentially going to dictate how much of your fleet comes back and what sort of market share you are able to revive.
Yeah, so how we are seeing it, they would have to do with how the COVID situation goes. And since this is an unprecedented situation, we can't actually predict. But if you see China, Wuhan, they are starting to start a business also. But for them, it took 2-3 months. So it might, if we are in a similar situation, it might take that kind of time also. But hopefully, our situation is a lot better than in China.
Okay, last two questions. Mahesh?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, San. It's a very insightful presentation. Just want to ask, you mentioned about case. So, and you mentioned about Maruti partnering with some startups. Which areas Maruti would want to do in-house in this?
Yeah, we are doing a lot of the areas in-house because all the 4 areas are very important for future. But within that space, we will be looking for technology also. Like if you go with, there was a question on cybersecurity. Can we provide better security if you look at telematics? Or if you look at shared, there might be a platform to manage asset better. Or even the interface UI UX is very important in that smart mobility. So there is a lot of space for us to collaborate. And I think that is how we'll take our business forward.
Okay, last question, Deepak.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you, Deepak.
Yeah, my question is, if I understand correctly, mail program of Maruti has many mentors, mainly from say Panasonic or say German Auto Labs kind of companies who are working as a mentors for this program of mail. So
Yes.
now, if any startups or any individual wants to associate with mail program of Maruti, how the ideas or the innovations will be taken care from the confidentiality perspective? Like, will I sign any NDA with Maruti for that?
Yes. So we make sure to sign an NDA. So the confidentiality is taken care. And Maruti never requests for you to shift the IP either, which we built through this 3 months or 6 months.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Noritaka, you can see there are a lot of questions. What you can do is you can take a few minutes and you can answer them by typing.